they take care of you. Somebody who actually cares about you and pays attention to you. And that's something that, that's priceless. And that's why the Filipino women are, from what I've read and learned, is for real, in my case.
Stay in the moment, stay in the moment, you moment, you moment.
It's good to be back. Actually, I was here. I met Rose at AFA February. We came to the tour around February, and we got engaged around February 2nd in her hometown. And the way I came to AFA again was researching through the internet and looking for my true love. And AFA brought me to the Philippines, where I met Rose. And we've been together now for 4 months, doing a lot of planning, long distance relationship, a lot of FaceTiming, and I'm looking to be here permanently, probably within a year. But I've met her family and all our people from our hometown, the provinces, so I'm learning a lot about the Philippines. So it's a lot to take in, but the Filipino people have been very open with me, very kind with me, and I really, really have fell in love with the Philippines, as well as Rose. So I'm back, and just back to tell our story that everything is going wonderfully. It's going fine.
You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared of the dark. So why am I the one who cries? I'm so afraid to be left behind. I think about you a lot.
I'm back for her birthday. I came back for her birthday. We celebrated her birthday. Had a DJ, and so it was kind of a combination celebration of her birthday and me coming back to see her, to reunite. And it turned out being bigger than we thought. We had over 300 people that showed up from the province and almost knocked down the fence. So it was a big thing, a big deal. Well, of course, going back home, going back to America, adjusting back to America, and thinking, okay, what I need to do to get to the Philippines. I'm getting close to retirement, and so being an ex-veteran, looking into the VA, the Social Security, how my retirement transcends or transfers over to the Filipino area, the cost of living. We've looked at some land out here, looking to purchase some property and maybe open a couple of businesses. And I'm also the type that, being I'm retired, I like to give back. So I know that, and I think I discussed that 4 things I learned about the Philippines is that a lot of rice. I ate a lot of rice when I was here. Basketball is very popular. Karaoke and horror movies. For some reason, I like watching horror movies. So I've had to adjust, but I think when I come back, a lot of stuff I'm going to do is geared to the things that Filipino love to do, but bring some American influence back here. Back in America, I get off work and take a shower. Here, learning how to use the bucket system. I've had lechon. I've cooked outside a lot. Chicken. I've had coconut, straight from the coconut, cutting the top of it off. Haven't had, what was the egg? The duck egg? I can't think of it. Balut. That's what they want. That's the last thing I have to do to be a true Filipino, is do the balut. But I've done just about squid. I've done the squid. I've done everything else. And I've actually cooked some American influenced food here. Tried to cook for them, but with beef and sausage, but they like pork. They don't seem to want anything to do with beef or sausage, so I have to use the ingredients. So a lot of times I'm having to adjust to the ingredients of the Filipinos versus the American culture, and I'm trying to blend it together. So we kind of share a little bit East and West or whatever influence. Changed? Well, of course, we got stronger. We missed each other immensely. I'm starting to pick up on the language beside. I'm learning some words here and there slowly but sure, and as well as I'm also teaching a little bit of English. So, and the kids, I think I have a following. I can't go anywhere without 5 or 6 kids tagging along with me, wanting to do something. But what's really changed is nothing really as far as our strength, our love for each other. I think we're really. One thing about Filipinos is it's really a family. It's still that family thing that I wanted. I think that we don't have an empty house ever. And sometimes I have to ask her, hey, can we have some time just for me and you? But usually her mom, her father, her brother, every relative, I met every relative, again, even the community. So, I mean, it's a real, once you are involved with the Filipina, you're involved actually with not just her, but a huge family. And I think that's one thing I've had to learn or adapt to. Well, I focus on work, to provide. As a man, you're a provider. So when I am home, I have a routine. I get up, I go to work. I get off work. I work late because I don't really do the club thing. I don't really get out. I mean, like I said, I'm all about saving as much money as I can. I get home, I work out. Being a little older, I always have a routine. I work out just about every day. Try to eat healthy, stay healthy. And then I call her. We sit on the phone for a while before I go to bed, and it's the same routine the next day. But every time we're talking, we're always making an itinerary or a plan or what's our next step, whether it's a visa, whether it's a passport, whether it's what are we doing as far as land, what are we doing as far as finances, how are we planning? Everything's a plan. You have to plan before you come here. So I have to prepare myself every time I come here. Before I leave the States, I got to make sure all the bills are paid, but then also I've got to look about taking care of her here also. So it's not just we talk, we're constantly growing and communicating, and I think it makes us prepared. So I'm not as surprised when I come back to the Philippines. Every time I come back, I'm like, okay, I know this. I know what's going on here. I know what to expect. Shorts, T-shirts, and flip-flops. I don't wear a lot of cowboy boots from Texas and tennis shoes and jeans. So I learned that I have to adapt to a different kind of way of life. Well, her family, of course, is just, they're stoked. You can say they're just like ecstatic. Oh my gosh. Not too many men can come from an area of comfort like the United States where you have the conveniences to an area where you have to work harder. People here work harder. Like we laugh because when I wash clothes, I can wash 4 loads of clothes in my washer and dryer in a couple hours. They got to do it by hand. It takes them a long time. They got to do a lot more cleaning than I have to do. It's, again, a little bit more traditional, which I'm accustomed to. But that's, again, the reason I came, because they're more traditional. They can do without, but they make the best of it. But I am bringing some Western influences. I, helped her with some things that are placed to make it simplified for her. And the same thing with her family. I'm actually sharing information with the family to make the community better. Again, I'm always about the community. So if I make it better for us, I'll make it better for everybody around us, which makes everybody happy. And I guess that's why they're like, oh my gosh, he's gone. I can't wait for him to come back. And I can't wait to get back because I like seeing other people happy. I like seeing my future to be wife forever happy, so that's what it's about. They take care of you. I know when I wake up in the morning, you want coffee, you hungry, your clothes are dirty, let me help you wash your clothes. I mean, they do that stuff, that you don't see as much back home. Again, the conveniences, the laundromats and things. Everybody's so busy, they're not really. She looks up for me in the morning and says, "Are you okay?" You know, and that's what I love about her. You know, is that she cares about me. Like I have pink eye right now a little bit, and she actually puts the drops in my eyes every day, and she actually checks my eyes. Let me look at you. You know, that's simple things, you know, that you just don't get, that attention to detail, you know, that commitment to a relationship, you know, that's what I like. And that's what I always long for. So I will sacrifice pretty much anything for true love, true care, true, you know what I mean? Just somebody who actually cares about you, you know, and pays attention to you. And that's something that, you know, that's priceless. And that's why, you know, the Filipino women are, from what I've read and learned, is for real, in my case. A lot of guys, of course, think, oh, the Filipino women are just looking to come to America for a better life. She wants to stay home. She wants to stay with the family. She's not looking to go to America to where the showers are in the convenience store. She wants to stay here. But yeah, she wants better here, but she wants to stay home. Not everybody wants to go run into America because it's the place to be. You know, the cost of living here is a little bit less. It's, you know, so I can live more comfortably for simple pleasures. I'm not looking for the big things. If I wanted some big stuff, I can go buy it, but I don't need it. I just need to be happy. So as long as I'm happy, I'm good. You know, so a lot of these guys, you know, you know, they only want to come to get like the green card, whether it's a Latin country, whether it's any other country. I just want a green card. I just want to come back and make. That's not true. You mean, I'm not going to say that it's in all cases. I'm just in my experience. That's the way I say things. In my experience, that's not true. It's you have to do the research and you have to study the woman. You have to know the woman. You have to understand the woman and you have to pay attention. You know, so you just can't go by a book by its cover. You actually got to read it. So I've learned, you know, reading a book of Selena here. So, and I like it thus far. So I'm gonna go to the end. In any relationship, there's no perfect relationship. In your mind, when you come here, you got to know what you're looking for, and you got to stick to that. But have a little bit of gray or shade area. There are areas that you may have to work with. Don't be really. You have to know the woman. You have to know what you're looking for. And again, what I was looking for was traditional, family-oriented, hardworking people, which Filipinos are. They're not giving stuff; they work for it, and they appreciate it. That's another thing, and I'm glad you brought that up. They're very appreciative of what you do for them. That's what I can take from everything I've done. When I go and visit our family, everybody, even if it's the little things or the big things, they're like, thank you so much. They're very appreciative. You don't get that back home. I'm glad I made the trip. I'm glad I did what I did. You know, sometimes I pray a lot. And I always ask for God, take me somewhere, do something, help me out. And he answered.
Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new. Interested? Learn more at
Filipino-bride.com